From the biggest moments
Can you believe it?
to gold medal championships,
Sidney Crosby, the golden goal!
it's your update on Canada's game. You're listening to the True North Ice podcast with Jacob Ewing and Caleb Schneider. Welcome to the True North Ice podcast, where we talk all things Hockey Canada and everything Canadian hockey related. As always, we're your host. My name's Jacob Ewing, joined alongside Caleb Schneider, and we are right in the midst of the biggest event of the year. May I say, every 4 years, it's the Winter Olympics, where the women's team has played their first two games.
Yep, three.
3 games. That's why I took a little pause. 3 games.
3 games.
And have their final one on Thursday. And Thursday just so happens to be the day that the men's get started as well. Caleb, how are we doing today?
We're doing all right. I've definitely come down with the norovirus. I'm partially dying inside. Congested as much as possible, but got Olympics on every single day, so at least I can entertain myself when I blow my nose. But pushing through. Unfortunate loss today, but hey, that's why we play prelim games.
Yes, and the loss we were relating to is the 5-0 defeat as Team USA dismantles Team Canada in the absence of Marie-Philippe Poulin. It was not very pretty. We'll have a whole breakdown on that game today. I'm sure there'll be some very, very well-chosen words. Maybe a little aggravation. Maybe a little... we'll see. We'll see. It was maybe some spirited conversation about that game because it was not very pretty by the Canadians whatsoever. But there's also another game that we haven't really recapped yet either. It was a 5-1 victory over Czechia.
Correct.
It was, yes.
5-1. So
Czechs can score against Canada, but Canada can't score against the USA.
No.
It's a one-way road around here. And
yeah, it's been tough. We streamed the game as well, which was great.
We were live, yep. A lot of American fans.
We've gotten more American comments than Canadian comments, it feels like, on the social media in the past 12 hours.
The Canadians fans gotta represent the comment section because there's a lot of talk.
A lot of American flags and lots of stuff.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything for sure. No, it's what do we want to do? Do we want to break those down first?
Yeah, let's start with the Czechia game, where Canada actually looked pretty good. I thought the Canadians looked really good.
Sure.
Power play was clicking on all cylinders, mind you. The power play has been really good, actually.
Yeah.
Couldn't score today, but we didn't have too many opportunities. Julia Gosling got a pair of goals, both on the power play.
Yeah.
Fillier, Kristen O'Neill, Laura Stacey, just right off the jump, the team looked ready to go. Scored 4 goals, made it 5-0, 17 seconds into the second period. It was just really well played.
Yeah, we haven't scored in almost 5 periods. That's one thing to mention.
Yeah, true.
If they didn't score that one in the second, it would be 5. So,
that's true.
Yeah, it was. We started off hot. That's exactly what Canada kind of has to do against these countries. Just start off hot. We scored a goal in the first minute. Is that true? Nope.
No.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah.
That was the Swiss game. We scored a goal in the first minute. No. Forward core looked good. They were moving the puck. Didn't look like the same team that we saw today against the USA. But hey, first period, after it's 3-0, Poulin goes down. That's the biggest story out of this game. I know Canada looked fine, but it was still Czechia. I think the biggest thing to talk about is Poulin going down.
Yes. What did you think about the hit? It was Kristina Koltenkova of Czechia, the most recent first overall pick in the PWHL draft. Poulin was kind of bent over, and Koltenkova, she's right out against the boards too, and Koltenkova kind of just leveled her.
Yeah.
And Poulin is someone who's gritty, doesn't go down very easily, and is also very stubborn to actually admitting she's injured. But she gave in this time. You could tell. She tried to return, but I think she stayed on the bench maybe for a minute or two.
Yeah, she was on the ice once.
Yeah,
she got on the ice for.
Yeah,
she passed
the
power
play.
Yeah, she
it was
passed
a power
the,
play,
yeah,
and
she
she
got on
left
the
right
power
away.
play.
Yeah,
but she passed the puck, and then she came right off. It was in the middle. They're in the O-zone, and you could tell it's bad when she's leaving the play just to get back to the bench.
Yeah.
So, no, I think the hit. I wouldn't say it's major. It's nothing. I don't think it's too crazy. I think it's a penalty, But I think the way Poulin went down was kind of an awkward fall. That doesn't help. Also near the boards, sure, but in his lower body, like the contact was made in the upper body, so you could tell it's just her feet got stuck or something. And probably, did they just say lower body? My guess is probably hip, groin. I don't think it's leg or knee or anything like that. So, but I think it's more just awkward fall. It doesn't help. I don't think it's too major. It sounds like it's not too major. It didn't look too major in my opinion, but it's major enough for her to sit out. So.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Just listed day to day. Currently, right now, expected to maybe play in that Thursday game. What do you think about that?
Hopeful.
Do you think she does, or do you think they keep her out? Because you're probably pretty confident going into that game against Finland, on Thursday. And do you really need your captain taking a chance on staying in that game?
I think it's going to be up to her. I personally, and I'm sure the coaching staff probably would agree, probably would be smart to have her sit out again. You don't want to retweak, especially lower body. You don't want to retweak something like that. I think it's going to come down to her. She's going to make the decision. She's a hockey player. She's going to make the decision. But personally, I'm pretty sure she shouldn't.
I think she'll play.
Yeah, I think she will play. But it's going to come down to her.
Just because it's Mary-Philip Poulin. She won't sit out.
Yeah.
And she'll come back in. And yeah, so that was big news. That was big news against Czechia. She goes down, and people are saying, oh, well, the very next day you play, or is it the next day, or do you get a day off? They got a day off? They did not get a day off. No, very next day, you're playing Team USA, your arch rivals, who just destroyed you for 5 games straight, including the World Championship and the rivalry series. And now you're without your captain in the biggest game of the preliminary round to win the group.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say that she would have been the difference maker in this one, because she definitely wouldn't have been. But maybe some more organization and maybe some more urgency from the team if you have somebody like a leader like Mary-Philip Poulin who can easily just get a team riled up and set the tone during a game. And it kind of felt like nobody really stepped up and made that extra play. Like in the NHL, when you need momentum, someone steps up and fights, right? I don't know what the equivalent to that is in the PWHL, if that's leveling somebody, because obviously you can't fight, or how that's instigated, how you kind of create that spark. But either way, nothing was being generated by Team Canada, even when they went down, 4-0 halfway through the second period, pretty much.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, she wasn't going to be a big factor if Canada were to even have a chance, but she could be the play. Like, there's still obviously a chance, but she's the type of player. She's the game breaker. Canada doesn't have many of those this year, it feels like, compared to the USA. She's a game breaker where even though the team is disconnected, which they clearly were, she can find the puck and she can make something happen by herself with a player. She can make somebody else look good. That's what she can do, especially with a disconnected team like Canada was against the USA. That's something Poulin could have taken the puck. She's not going to do it 5 times. But if she does that, if USA scores 1 in the first period and then you find yourself with an answer with her doing something unbelievable, for sure the game's going a different way. It might be a 3-2 game, but Canada was just disconnected, and if that were to happen, Poulin would still be playing 20 minutes. There's still 40 minutes to fill with a disconnected team. So I don't know. It would be an interesting question. We'll obviously see what the deal is when she's back, assuming for playoff. Like, obviously, if we play USA, my guess is she'll be, when she's in, assuming she's in, it's going to be a different team for sure. And they've got more games still to go before that. But it was really, really disconnected today.
Yeah.
Just no ozone time. Couldn't get the puck out of your own zone. I don't know what the heck. The offsides were brutal, and too many penalties as well. Which I think that's more credit to the States on the penalties, at least.
Yeah, I mean, everything was being called so light. There wasn't much room to really make a hit or anything like that. I felt like every tap on a player was getting called. But I also agree with the offsides. But to give some context, those weren't that's not just bad refereeing. That is just
No,
Canada.
I don't think it was bad refereeing.
No,
I
it
think it was just
wasn't.
their offside.
It was terrible. Yeah. Like there'd be multiple chances where you have a 2-on-1 breakout opportunity into the zone, and all of a sudden the person who doesn't have the puck just takes a half skate too much and is offside. Okay, let's recap this game.
Okay.
Party got started for the USA 4 minutes in when Caroline Harvey kind of walked in a little bit, shot one right across the ice. And Renee Debian reacts late. It's in the back of the net. It's 1-0 USA. And
it's a bad goal.
Yeah, and honestly, there's hope. Of course, we have hope going into this game, but we both said that Canada can't let USA get a lead early. Yeah. And as soon as this goal came in, you kind of reacted and knew that this was not the start you needed, and we're going to see the same stuff we've seen over and over again.
No. What was it? It was 3 minutes in, we said on the live stream they're filling each other out. After that exact moment, USA just had the pedal to the metal. Shots were like 9-2 halfway through the first period. Canada just could not get it out of their own zone. It's too many long shifts, and it's also the second game of back-to-back, so these players are already somewhat tired. Did the USA play the day before? It appears they did, but still. You can't take long shifts like that, especially in the first period. You're getting hemmed in your own zone. Mm-hmm. It's important to at least find that breakout pass, and right now it feels like one defender could do that, and only a handful of forwards in that forward core could do that.
Yeah,
get the puck out of the ice, out of their zone.
And just seemed too scrambled. Like every time you'd get maybe an inch of space, which there wasn't any space on the ice tonight, but this afternoon, pardon me. But even when you did get some space, it was just instead of maybe looking for an outlet pass, they just flick it into the neutral zone and maybe send one attacker, send one F1, and that's it. And also, it seemed like they were passing to maintain possession and not passing to actually create offense.
Yeah,
it was more if someone has the puck, they'd pass it laterally, or maybe they try to pass it up the ice, and you're trying to pass it to like through three sticks.
Yeah,
just had a really hard time finding open players up the ice. Mm-hmm. And like nobody wanted to take that chance, or nobody wanted to be ambitious and try to, make a risky pass. It's just kind of like everyone was playing too safe, and if you play too safe against a talented team like Team USA, they're gonna make you pay for it. So,
yeah, 100%. That Team USA, they're young, they're fast, they can just snap the puck around too. They're really tape to tape. I feel like I would love to see the pass efficiency. I don't know if we get that. But even just the passing, crisp passes, they got the puck out of the zone with short passes. It wasn't even like a tape-to-tape 20 or whatever, 100-foot pass, right? Mm-hmm. It just seems like they're quick, they're efficient, they got the puck out quick. They won every puck battle in their own zone, it felt like. It was brutal. And I credit to USA, man. They changed their ways, and it looks like it's going to really pay off come gold medal time. They're just so fast, man. So fast.
Yeah, and so, we've been, like, kind of disheartening Canada a little bit, kind of, bringing them down, saying what they could have done better, but credit to the USA. Like, if this was the same USA team a year or two ago, I think it'd be a good game.
Right.
But the USA have, as a lot of people are saying, I think a lot of people are realizing, maybe more of the casual fan base who maybe don't watch the rivalry series or the Women's Worlds, and they've seen a couple games from both these teams now. Yeah. And they've seen the roster come out, and everyone's younger, and they have NCAA players, that the USA have changed their ways, and they're really good. And they're young and impressive. Canada's average age is 29 years old, and I think second is 25.
I thought I saw it was Canada was 30 and USA was 27. But USA has 8 players that are younger than Jen Gardner?
Yeah, I saw that too.
Jen Gardner's, how old is Jen Gardner?
23, 24.
Yeah. So we only got a few players in that kind of Jen Gardner crop. Like you got, even Maltese older, but like Fillier and Watts. Mm-hmm. I think those are really the only ones that stand out. And then I guess Jake's on the D-court.
Yeah.
And then that's about it. So, yeah, it's brutal. Do you want to go to keep going through the game? I don't even know where we were.
We made it to the first period.
Oh, sweet.
And then so it was 2-0 after
Yeah.
one,
I kind of just
which
went for
isn't
overall.
terrible. I mean, it's not good, but it's not terrible, I guess. Second period starts, and the USA get right back to scoring.
Yep.
They score 1 minute, 18 seconds in.
Yeah.
They get 3-0.
It's a power play goal as well.
Yes, by Sims. Oh, this was the controversial one.
Yes, this was the
Okay,
one.
good.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know how this is a goal. The fact that this counts in the initial review, first of all, the initial review was if the puck crossed the line. Like, no crap, it crossed the line. Did you watch the damn replay? Like, you could have watched the replay in the Jumbotron and said the puck crossed the line. It was obvious. But the fact that then Canada challenges for goaltender interference, and there's visible evidence of Sims driving her shoulder into Anne-Renee Desbiens, pushing her pad, forcibly moving her to rotate 90 degrees, and still counts and stands as a goal is beyond me. I don't understand how this goal counts. I think it's ridiculous, and unless I get an explanation from a referee or some sort of official, I'm going to stay this way because I think this is crazy. And as soon as this was the goal that I think put the nail in the coffin. And there's still, I don't care, there's 39 minutes left to play. When you already are getting dominated and then a goal like that counts, like your morale is just shot.
Yeah, and the other thing, you lose that challenge, you're now on the penalty kill, right? And the USA's got another power play. They open the period with a power play. USA finds another power play. You're screwed. You're basically halfway through the game at that point, and you're down 3-0 and have had nothing offensively. Horrible defense. But no, like sometimes I come on here and I try and play the other side even though I don't believe it and justify. I can't even justify this. Like, I don't know how you can justify this goal count. The only way you could say is that she didn't make contact, but she clearly was in the crease. She clearly made contact. I don't know if she pushed the pad in, but she definitely hit the puck and then hit the push and then hit the pad.
Yeah.
So maybe their argument is that puck was going to go in no matter what, even if the pad was pushed. But I think that's BS. I think it was going to be, it wouldn't have went in. But yeah, I'm surprised that they first of all had to check. But
I don't know.
I know. I understand that's what they do. You can't check for goaltender interference. I'm pretty sure as a referee, that's a team has to challenge that. So sure, they're gonna go and check and see if it's in.
Yeah.
So, but they also, the thing is it's crazy to me. It's funny to me that it was probably 2, 3, 4 minute review. They obviously they saw that they've seen the play so many times. Then they go back because the Canada challenges. It sits there for another 2, 3, 4 minutes, and they still come out with the verdict like that. Like, I don't understand. They probably looked at it for 10 minutes.
You know how lightly they've called this game, too? They were calling anything. You tap someone on the shoulder and you get a penalty sent to the box. But then someone runs into the goalie and you're looking at a good goal.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah. We don't complain about the officials. Actually, I think we're one of the least amount of people that complain about the officials. Like, I remember during the World Juniors, that was a big talk. You're like, listen,
we're pro referees here.
Canada lost that game. The refs didn't win it for the other team.
No, it's a dagger, but really the way Canada played, they weren't going to win.
Canada's not winning either. But like
if a 2-0 game and it's 5-on-5 really bails them out there. But still, the way USA, remember, it was on the power play. They set up. They were in the ozone the whole time. It's bound to kind of happen, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that they could have been bailed out, they still gave up that prime scoring opportunity. That puck was bouncing in the crease. That could have easily went in, even if a player didn't crash into Desbiens like that. Yeah, definitely game-changing play there, and
insane.
It's crazy to me that
so stupid.
That's what it is, but.
And yeah, like the vibes in the live stream were low. People were upset. Some people were happy. Americans were happy. But like after that goal, it was over. It was so shot. And then Hanna Belko scores her second of the afternoon, makes it 4-0, and the floodgates are just open. It's over. Like nothing was getting created by Canada. We're just talking about Team USA because Canada literally did nothing and they couldn't get the puck up the ice. I'm looking at a shot chart right now, and basically all the shots are just outside. like outside the
That's
circles.
what a good defensive team does.
Yeah, exactly. And primarily all of USA's goals. Well, actually, funny enough, the first 4 goals for Team USA are all on top of the blue paint.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
The first 4, yeah, and then
Yeah,
Edwards was out in the dot.
No, to be Edwards is just right in between the hash marks. It's dead center of the hash marks.
That's not where she shot. I feel like she was pretty much she was further to the board, I thought. I could be wrong, but that was a great shot by her. No, that's exactly what a good team will do. Keep the offense away from the net and keep it to the point. Canada's power play didn't look good. USA, it seemed like if we were to compare the 2 penalty kills, because both teams were on the penalty kill for a good chunk of the game, it really felt like USA had a solidified, great structure. The players had movement. They were moving toward the puck. Somebody was always on the player that had the puck. Whereas Canada, they're just stuck in that zone, barely move at all, and just block the shot and have your stick in the slot.
To be fair to Canada, they did kill 4 penalties and they only let in 1 goal. So
I know,
it wasn't brutal, but I
No,
get what
no,
you're saying.
I know.
I
I
agree
think
with
it's
what
just
you're saying.
coming
though.
down a little thing. I'm just nitpicking at this point how good USA is, but man, I want to. Do you want to do third period? Just the Edwards.
Sure. Yeah.
Because I want to get into the defense.
Sure. Yeah. You can get into that now if you want.
Sure. Is it a hot take to say Canada might only have 1 defender that is somewhat decent? Granted,
Yes.
Renata Fast is elite, so she obviously will stand out no matter what. But I was not. I don't know what the word is. It's just
It's hard to be fond of any defender in this game, though.
No, for Canada, yeah, no. Renata Fast is the only one that made a pass.
I agree.
Taben was stuck in her own zone. I didn't even see Jakes. I honestly didn't see her
No,
once.
Sophie Jakes didn't play much
Claire
at all.
Thompson, probably. Let me pull up time and ice.
I have time and ice right here. I'm
Yes,
looking. Sophie Jakes played 5:58.
Yeah.
First, Loris. Okay, wait, hold up. This is third period. Okay, let me pull up total. I got total right here. Okay.
Just so you know, Jakes played 2 minutes in the gold medal game in the World Championship against USA. Just thought I'd mention that.
All right, my ice time is gone. It won't let me scroll.
Okay, well, I
That's
got it
stupid.
here.
Okay, good.
Fast played almost 25 minutes. And then LaRock played 22 minutes. The rest are all 15 or below, pretty much.
I don't think Jocelyn Rock was terrible.
No, she looked fine, which is crazy to say. But still,
That's not crazy to say.
but this thing is, I felt like they had the most time on ice, so clearly it'll be swayed a little bit.
What was her plus minus? My stats are screwed up.
I got -2 for LaRock, -1 Fast.
Okay.
But I know they're on the ice the most, but it felt like Fast and LaRock were stuck in their own zone a lot too. And especially the issue with Fast and LaRock is that you want Fast to be in that O zone as well. So she's got to get the puck up and then continue with the play, but she can't when she's stuck in her own zone and she's already taken a minute shift.
Yeah.
Right?
But
Like if you find a zone, if she takes that shift, comes off the boards and USA's got a rush or whatever, or Canada even has the puck in their own zone, you want her to be on the ice so she can bring the puck up. But when she's stuck in her own zone, she's not effective.
No.
And I think
You're screwed.
that's just one flaw I kind of saw with Fast. The first time I feel like I've seen a flaw with her is when you're stuck in your own zone, which I think LaRock doesn't help with that. When you're stuck in your own zone, Fast isn't going to be effective offensively.
No.
So, and now you're stuck with horrible game, Aaron Ambrose and Ella Shelton.
If you're stuck in your own zone, no one's going to be effective offensively, though.
I know, but I'm saying they shouldn't. Fast should never be stuck in her own zone like that. I feel like you need to change. They're going to change the pairings. I wonder who they go with Fast, but I mean, LaRock did play 22 minutes. I don't know how much trust Troy Ryan has, but
She's dead. Troy Ryan has tons of trust in Jocelyn LaRock.
I know, which is crazy. I think she's probably been the second best defender, but they're all very poor in my opinion.
Yeah.
So.
Line that had the worst plus minus was the offensive line. We framed it as Sarah Nurse, Sarah Fillier, and Daryl Watts. Watts was a -3, Nurse was a -2, and Fillier was a -2.
Yeah, and that's your best line, especially when Poulin's out.
Yeah.
Fillier, Watts are probably the only two that could it felt like in that game, could make a play. Like what I kind of said with Poulin, could find a puck, find a good rush chance, find a breakaway, just make that play, make a play in the slot. It feels like those are the only two. And when you're a dash 2 and a dash 3, it's a bad look for your team.
Yeah,
Or
fair
Julia
enough.
Gosling, I mean, she's been decent too, but she's also now on the fourth line, which I don't understand.
She's a lot of I like Julia Gosling, but all of her production's on the power play.
I know.
That's all that is, unfortunately.
I still think that you can credit stuff on the power play.
Yeah, you can.
Like, I think that can still show how good of a player you are. And I mean, sure, how much time? She had 11 minutes. Like, I don't know. Jen Gardner only had 6 minutes. I don't know. I don't understand the evenly split time or evenly, like the lines don't feel stacked in my opinion.
Katie Taven got more minutes throughout the game. She played a minute in the first, minute in the second, then played 6 minutes in the third. It's a big jump.
Yeah. I think that also is a factor of second game.
Game's gone.
Yeah. So, just a second game of a back-to-back too.
True.
That's kind of like you can really see that in the time on ice. They're all like hovering around 15, 16, 17 minutes.
Yeah.
There's only a couple that are 8 and 10. So makes sense. I understand the time on ice is kind of what we expected, but it's also USA. You should like just burn as many players as you can. You got a day off. That's the unfortunate thing about the postponed game is you do have another game, but you could have potentially had 2, maybe 3 days off. So
yeah,
that's what's tough.
We'll see how much that phases them.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was disappointing for sure.
You want to hear another thing?
Sure. Yeah.
10 PIMs for Canada, 4 for USA.
Yeah, that makes sense. 5-2 for the penalties. Lightly called game, but that doesn't matter.
No, I think the refs are fine. It was evenly split, I think.
I just don't like Olympic hockey, how it's called. It makes sense, so.
I don't know. I think that's kind of just the norm. It's been and the thing is, this team is, both these teams have played in this IHF competition for years now.
Yeah.
So I think that's just the game you expect. I know, but it's what they are used to this.
Let them play.
I'm almost certain this is exactly what they would have expected coming
Gotta
into
let
this
them
tournament.
play.
Yeah, but they're not going to change that after 4 years of the exact same kind of style. You know what I mean?
You could. No, I'm okay.
No, they won't.
USA go 4-0. They're plus 19 goal differential. Canada so far 2-0-1, and they're 2-0-1. They're plus 3 in the goal differential. So they're almost, but the differential they created in the first 2 games almost wiped away in this single one. And Erin Frankel gets the shutout. Wasn't very busy, but made the saves when she had to. Thoughts on Anne Renee Desbiens as she gets pulled with about 10 minutes left in the third. Emirates Mashmeyer comes in, takes her place. But Desbiens on only 20 shots, but I think maybe it was 22 to be exact. 4 goals. Or was it 5? It was 5 goals.
Yeah, she came in after the Edwards one.
Yeah, so 5 goals on, I believe, around, we'll say 22 shots.
Sure. You can find that stat. I got it right here. She saved 22 shots, and she faced 27, gave up 5. Okay. So an 800 save percentage, basically.
Perfect.
I'm surprised that she didn't get pulled after the 4th one.
I was yelling that. Yeah.
You know what? We didn't even mention this on the stream. Desbiens started against Czechia.
Yeah, the day before.
Which now I don't understand. I never even batted an eye.
Well, if
why
you
didn't
go
she?
with your
Why
best,
didn't they?
You go with your best against the best, and obviously Desbiens been their goalie for so long. Not that Mashmeyer deserves the disrespect. She's always been a gamer for Canada when needed. But Anne-Renee Desbiens, great numbers in the P-Dub this year, and you go to your best. I get it's back-to-back. That's a tough situation.
But why not just put her in game 1 against Switzerland, Mashmeyer against Czechia? Like they didn't even start her. She's in the press box.
Maybe they were gonna go 1-1-1-1-1. Just go, and the first game gets postponed, and you don't want to screw up Mashmeyer, but you don't want. I don't know. You want to get.
I don't know.
You don't want to screw up Mashmeyer's schedule, but you want to get Anne-Renee to be in a game before Team USA. So
yeah, but then why didn't you just put her? I don't know.
Because you don't want to screw up Mashmeyer's schedule. She's got the start on that day, right? Goalies are
it's
weird.
It's a backup.
Goalies are weird. Mashmeyer's also a goat, though. She's really good.
It's a backup. I think you'll be fine. And I know it's getting. We've said this a lot. Czechia, Switzerland, Finland, not nearly the same caliber as USA. It's
No.
getting smaller, but we would have been fine. We would have been fine, man. Czechia just didn't have anything, man.
No, but they
There
were
was no offense.
goalies prepare for their game. If a backup goalie knows when he's coming in, he prepares a couple days ahead for that game. You carb load, you do what you need to do. And I don't know.
Why didn't they
just saying? I'm just trying to make up an excuse for why they
I know.
why they did
Why
this.
didn't they just prep her? Oh yeah, the Czechia game is yours. We're doing Dabia, Finland, and then you get Czechia, or then it was Finland, Switzerland, and then you get Czechia.
Yes.
Like that's what it should have been.
Well, maybe it was Dave. Bian had Finland. Mashmeyer had Switzerland, they played
Yeah.
Swiss, and then
You went back to back.
back to Mashmeyer. And then
Well, no, they didn't though. That's
Then you go to Dave Bian.
No, they didn't do that.
No, they didn't.
No, I think they should have. I'm surprised that she stayed in as long as she did too.
Yeah,
just because of the back-to-back thing too. She played the day before,
Yeah.
so I don't know, man. These questions might be easily forgotten in a week's time from this episode. The gold medal game is on Thursday, I think, or is it Wednesday?
It's one day.
It's sometime next week, so these questions might not be relevant. February 19th. So
Probably will not be relevant. That is more than a week. That's next.
that's a Thursday. Or is that Friday?
Sounds Friday. Looks Friday.
That would be great. You might be back then.
I will not.
No, it's Thursday, the
Nice.
19th.
The 19th. Oh, I fly home the 19th.
Yeah. Okay. These questions might be easily forgotten if Canada wins. So, but I think it's a big question. I think especially if Canada loses, these questions will be hovering around for a while. Troy Ryan.
No. I don't think they will be.
Yes, they will.
And Rene Desbian's a world-class goalie. Maybe some would argue best goalie in the world.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying Dabia, really. I'm just saying question marks about decisions and lineup and
I know.
structure and how poor defensively we were and nothing offensively. I think after this game it was pretty clear this might be Troy Ryan's. This might be it for him if he doesn't figure it out.
Well, we said that.
I know we've been saying, but like I think it's pretty much solidified now.
Should have fired him after the rival. No, I'm just kidding. Don't fire him.
No, you couldn't do that. You should have done
But
it
the
after the World
rivalries,
Championships.
you
if
can't do
wanted
after
to.
the rivalries. But they were one goal away at the World Championships.
I know. Yeah.
You just
That's-
write that off
Yeah,
as
yeah,
bad puck luck, right?
Exactly. So, I don't know, man. I think that's gonna be a talking point, and it just was. I wouldn't say embarrassing because we kind of knew this was gonna happen, but disappointing that there wasn't even a little bit of a pushback, no spark, nothing. And good teams have that, Good teams day in and day out, even if they do get beat up a little bit in the first two periods, first 40 minutes, there's a pushback. You see that all the time, and they just didn't push back at all today.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. There was no desperation. No want. Nobody taking over, trying to change the narrative. It's just the same old type of offense. Really, really straight lined. Really, just not unique. Just boring. And unfortunately, you could win games playing boring hockey, and then you could lose terribly, like Canada did today, where they just nothing generated. Especially even when they got to the offensive zone. It honestly seemed like they were just, I don't know what they were thinking. Like a lot of the times, like, okay, let's just throw it back, let's gain possession. But they just throw it down low, maybe go into a 50-50 in the corner, and they lose every single time. It was, when they had their opportunities, they weren't seizing them correctly.
No.
It was just USA were taking away space like it was nothing. And when Canada got swarmed, it just seemed like they panicked way too much, and the puck would get turned over.
Yeah, it was all around just poor. It's poor. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know anything about strength or anything, but it just looked like USA's faster, won a lot more puck battles. I'm not going to say physical because almost every physical kind of play turned into a penalty, but just they're just really good. I think that's what it really is.
Yeah. So Canada currently 2 wins, 1 loss, and by the time you're listening to this, they probably have already played Finland. So you probably already
this
know
will
the
be
result.
out just before. But
Yes,
how many people are going to listen to this right before the game?
Exactly.
So.
If you're still listening to this and the Finland game is on, let's go Canada. Hopefully they're winning. But yeah, 2-0-1. Caleb, any final thoughts about just the women's side of the game in the first three games?
It's exactly what we kind of thought. Second place kind of team. I feel like we did a whole 3-hour stream about this. We made a little TikTok video about it. And we just talked about this for half an hour. I think I've gotten almost everything out I can. I feel like I've repeated myself too many times now, but the stuff I repeat is this glaring stuff, man. And it doesn't even come just from us. Like you could go on Twitter and there's some casuals out there that do not watch hockey, do not watch women's hockey, and they see the same stuff. Like it's pretty glaring, some of these issues with the team. I don't know if it comes down to roster. I don't know if it comes down to lineups. I really think it just comes down to they just didn't come out, didn't show up today, and there's some odd stuff going with the structure. I don't know. I'm not a coach, but the structure doesn't seem like a proper structure to me.
No,
it
it
just seems
doesn't.
so disconnected. That's why I think that's the issue.
Yeah, no, I agree with that a lot actually. Okay, we'll wrap up that with the women's talk. I want to start this. We'll go into the men's a little bit as the men's tournament starts on Thursday. Actually, time of upload, so that game might even be over too by the time you're listening to this. But my first question will be the men's tournament today, or maybe it was yesterday. They held a closed practice where no media was let in. Do you think they're doing anything different in practice? Anything a little freaky? Anything a little crazy?
Do you want to know my take?
Yes.
I don't know which team did it first.
Sweden.
It was Sweden that did it 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Sweden did it first, and every other team liked that idea. I don't think they're changing it. I think they just don't want anybody there, which I don't blame them. I think it's kind of cool.
Okay.
I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun about these lines. We saw the lines, obviously, during the last episode when we were recording.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's going to be entertaining come tomorrow at an hour before puck drop, or today at the time of this recording, hour before puck drop. Who will be on which line? I think that's actually kind of cool. In my opinion, I think that's creates some buzz.
Yeah.
But obviously, it would have created buzz in practice. But I think it's more fun.
Well, when did they have practice? They practiced Wednesday, which is the day before this is uploaded.
Wednesday. Well, they practiced yet. Today's Tuesday. If anybody doesn't know when we're recording this, they practiced yesterday on Monday. They probably practice tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't know if they practiced today.
No, I don't think they did.
But some teams did. But I think one team did it and every other team picked up on it.
All right.
I think that's just what it was. And I bet you if Canada knew about this, like I genuinely think they might have not known about this.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they knew about it, they might have just had all of them closed doored. But I don't know. Sweden just had theirs open today.
I think the media is too big to do that. I think it would really
I don't
suck
know.
if
What
they
I
shut
think-
out the media.
I think it does play a factor. I mean, Canada's playing France and is it Italy? The other two teams?
No.
I don't know who they.
France,
Switzerland.
Switzerland,
Sorry,
yeah.
France and Switzerland. Those two games I don't care about as much. But like if you're playing a Czechia, if you're playing a Sweden, USA, Finland, like a tough team like that, I think it could benefit you if the other team doesn't know the lines coming into the game like a day before. Like I think that's a big thing.
I think you have to know the lines. I think the other team has to know the lines. At some
No,
point.
they only need to know an hour before, I think,
An
when
hour
it's released to
before.
the public.
Okay.
Like, I wonder if it just kept secret, the lines, that it might play a factor.
Maybe.
Like, you know, maybe I'm
Maybe.
sure a coach is already like, this line's going against this line.
Mm-hmm.
There's that, you can't do that anymore. That's an hour before the game. You got to prep for that. You know what I mean? Or the only way you could do it is you solidify. Oh yeah, the William Nylander line is always going to play against Crosby's line.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing. But you don't even know if Crosby's a center. So that's
true. It's gonna be interesting. You did practice the center,
yeah.
which we talked about on
I
another
think
podcast.
I think that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think it makes sense. He's probably the best 3C they have. So
Oh, he is the best 3C they have, definitely. I don't know. Cold practice is interesting, but
I like it. I like the TSN.
they still able to
little
ask
thing
some
they did,
questions.
too.
John Cooper said they did nothing. They changed nothing.
No, I think they didn't. There's no
Brad
way.
Marchand thought it was laughs.
Yeah.
And Anthony, nope. Brandon Hagel and Sam Bennett are roommates.
That's not true. They debunked that.
Oh,
That was fake.
that's sad.
Yeah. Yeah, whoever did that, half of the stuff is wrong, I'm pretty sure they said. And also the other thing is Canada There's actually a few things about the men's thing. Sounds like they are going to do hotel,
Oh, that's
which
terrible.
I think is kind of
They stayed in the Olympic
for one
Village
day. Yeah,
first.
they wanted to do a tester and see what it's like.
Yeah,
and
they didn't like it.
I think some of them just don't care enough, so they're doing the hotel. It gives them I don't know if the
That's
Village
Team
does
USA
much.
vibes. They're staying there.
I know. Well, I think most teams are, but I mean, do you think Nathan McKinnon?
Nimikin don't care. He said
Yeah,
himself.
yeah,
He said
exactly.
himself,
That's-
I'm here for only one thing. I
That's
don't
to
care
win.
about any other the Olympics. I'm just here to win.
Yeah,
It's that listen. Like I love it because obviously we want him to win. But like really, Nate, it's kind of
Yeah.
boring, man. You're at the
Yeah,
Olympics,
I
bro.
know.
And how old is he? He's like 30 now?
yeah, he's up there.
Wait, he's maybe got 2 more on him?
One more for sure.
1 more for sure.
Yeah,
Like, dude, I get it, but you're at the damn Olympics, bro. You can enjoy yourself a little bit. But if he's that locked in, I love it. I love it.
yeah. I think it's. I try and think in his shoes. Especially it's hockey. Where I think most of these players wanted to do the Olympics. NHL players. They wanted to go to the Olympics because they wanted best on best. They wanted that gold medal, best on best, to play. Whereas other sports, not sure, yes, they're going for a gold medal. But I think they want to go to the Olympics for the experience. And I think that's a big thing. But I just don't think many of these NHL guys do.
I also think that the NHL guys are professionals. Not that everybody else is professionals too, but these guys get make multi-million dollars a year, and
Yes.
normal, not like unless you're a top tier Winter Olympic, insert sport here,
Yeah.
athlete, then you might even work a second job, to be honest, and like you just train
Yeah.
and you work a job
For sure.
like a random job. These guys like they're professionals. They
Yeah, Hockey Canada's got so much money.
yeah, they
too.
can afford to put them in nice hotels for a while. So could Team USA, and they're staying in the Village.
But I'm pretty sure it did come out that they will be around the Village. Like, I don't know what that exactly means, but they're just not going to sleep there. I think that's what it was. They were at the speed skating today, or yeah, time we're recording. I think that was pretty cool. I'm sure they'll do that a few more times.
Yeah.
I think they said they'll be around, but
Like I heard
they're just
Logan
not
Thompson
staying
is
there.
too big for the bed. He's so tall.
Yeah, the beds do look really small. Like I can't imagine who would be the tallest player there.
Like ever? Like
Well, like Parayko.
all-
Do you think Colton Parayko, who's like 6'5", is fitting on that bed?
Yes.
I don't. Do you think?
maybe throw him another bed, double bed.
Well, if it was a double bed, which you would get at a hotel.
No, I don't even think he fits on a double bed. I think he needs queen or
I
king.
think I don't know. I'm not 6'5", so neither are you. We'll just
No.
dox us like that. I don't know. I think that was interesting, but I think it makes sense. I'm surprised. Like it's not. I don't think it's a crazy story either.
It's cool though.
Yeah. There was more backlash. Remember, Summer Olympics, USA basketball did not stay at the Village, and they got so much hate.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's stupid. I think they're rich and want to play some ball. I think that's.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think
They're also,
the
like-
fact that Canada's not getting as much backlash as what they did
Mm-hmm.
is good. I think.
They're also celebrities.
Yeah. Well, exactly. They're popular.
Like
dude.
they are not like
They want
like,
a good sleep. I think. I think it probably the sleeping conditions can't
Listen,
be good.
I know it's international, and maybe not everybody knows Tyrese Halliburton, but everybody knows LeBron James.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, dude, that guy cannot go to the cafeteria because I think he would. I don't know if people
But then
athletes
the
would talk
same
to him.
thing with a lot of these players, NHL
Like who?
players.
I don't
I
know.
know, I
think
know,
LeBron
I
is
know, I know. Connor McDavid is not the same caliber and
Yeah.
popularity as LeBron because he
Yeah.
doesn't do the same stuff off the court or off the ice.
LeBron's known worldwide, probably.
Yes, but hockey's not as popular. Fair. And no, that is a good point now that I think about it. But still, I think people would come up and I don't know the dynamic. I'm not an Olympian. But would people come up to them like that?
Depends, I guess. Depends.
You know what I mean? Like, would
On
people
the country.
would athletes do that?
I
I guess also the Olympic Village is a public kind of area. You can get media in there anytime you want to, right?
Mm-hmm. True.
So maybe it makes sense. I don't know, man. But they got the money. They don't really. I think they don't care about the Village enough to stay. And
Yep.
I don't blame them, honestly.
sounds like Sweden is staying in the Olympic Village.
Yeah.
Rasmus Dahlin and Lucas Raymond, I just read, are staying in the village together.
There you go.
That's kind of fun. Switzerland staying. Roman Yossi saying.
Yeah. I think most of the countries would stay. Just like I don't want to be that guy, but I think it comes down to organizational money too. And, Hockey Canada's got enough money. Nathan McKinnon could pay for everyone's hotel. Like, that's how rich they are compared to Germany, where half the team is professional European players, not NHLers, right? So,
yeah,
I don't know, but yeah, I thought it was interesting. Closed door practices, I don't really.
And you know what? I'm reading.
I think it's just gonna keep happening.
I'm reading Reddit right now, just about the Olympic Village whole situation thing, and people are saying, like, it makes sense too. I'm just thinking about it. As the Olympics go on, athletes are finishing up events, and it becomes more and more like a party.
Ooh, that is a good point. Yeah, because
And
Canada goes to the last day.
And yes, and the men's Olympics start later. So, like the hockey. So, there you go. That's a great point. Shout out Brad Marchand's nose on Reddit.
It's awesome.
I read his comment and I like it.
Yeah, closed door practices. I don't think that's a big deal. I think it's kind of cool if I'm being honest. So then I think the other there's not much. There's zero men's news because they've been closing the practices now.
Yeah.
The last thing is some guy snuck into the press conference and asked for an autograph. I think
That's funny.
It's a great tidbit from.
Did Sid sign it?
We didn't get that far. I only heard Ron McLean say that he just got in and
All right,
asked.
let's hear your prediction. Did Sid sign the autograph after a man infiltrated the media and got in?
I think if I were on Poly Market, I probably would bet the yes. I think he would have.
Okay. And it was Sid that he asked? Confirmed?
I don't know if it was Sid, but they asked somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was.
Huh.
That was an interesting story.
Yeah, it's funny for sure.
That's all the news we got, man.
Yeah, hotels and closed practices.
Exactly.
How are ya?
Super Bowl just happened though.
Super Bowl. That was all right.
It's most boring game of my life.
Yeah.
Might not ever watch one again.
No, that's not true.
I don't know. I really don't have much else. It was a good podcast. We snapped it around really good.
Yeah.
Great on the USA Canada stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we got to touch on a little bit of both. Obviously, the women's tournament is the only one that started, and we'll have more on the men's as that develops slowly but surely throughout the next week. I'm going to Dominicano. I'll be but so I don't know I don't know how we're gonna make this work, but we'll see for sure. I think I'll bring my laptop. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I can make it. I can make an episode from Dominicano. Give me an hour.
Okay. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, of course. It'll be fun. I'll be watching the games. I'll tell you that for sure. The boys down in Dominican. I heard they got there's a bunch of Canadians.
Cable?
My dad actually just came back from a trip down south, and he was saying you'd be surprised the amount of Canadians that are down there, and they demand the games on the TV if you go to a bar or a restaurant. Or
do you think it would be the Dominican feed, or do you think it would be?
Don't know. I don't think it'd be CBC.
Yeah, I don't know if it would.
I don't know how that would work, but maybe like
it's
a US.
NBC.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
USA probably got some.
I'll watch it on the US.
How far, like maybe even satellite? Like how far away are you from the States? I don't know geography.
Dominican. It's in the
Is it close?
It's like by. I don't know.
Can you get a satellite or an antenna to?
Yes, you can watch TV
to
in
Miami
the
or something.
Yes, you can watch TV in the Dominican.
No, but I'm saying like, can you get a channel from the USA?
Kale, think about this.
Where's Dominican?
I'm
looking at the Google Maps.
On our TV at home, Kale, we get Dominican channels.
I know, but that's illegal.
That's just streaming.
That's still not. Really.
No one uses satellite TV anymore, buddy.
Well, I'm just saying.
Get with the
so
times.
what you're saying? Somebody's gonna
also.
Have an IPTV
It's not like
down
Dominican Republic is a complete freaking wasteland, man.
You could probably get a satellite that far.
Yeah,
probably fine. Actually, I don't know. Antenna, not satellite, but yeah, cool. We'll figure it out. I'm thinking we'll probably do a Friday. We'll do Monday, Friday, just because we could preview the women's gold medal game, but I think we'll just do a recap of that on Friday and then pipe up because you'll be back Friday probably. We'll figure
Yes.
something out. Zoom maybe.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out, and then Friday and then Monday. So my guess is Monday, Friday, Monday.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Monday, Friday, Monday.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Maybe I might just find a guest too. We know some people. Got some ins. Get a guest. Maybe you get a guest appearance while partying.
Yeah,
We'll
we could
figure
do
it
that.
out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll figure it out. A lot of content coming out. We're about to record 2 videos for Thursday. Yeah, men start on Thursday, man. It's crazy to think about.
I know.
I'm
It's going to be
excited.
so fun.
I'm just excited well, you'll know the results, but even Slovakia, Finland tomorrow, I think will be actually a pretty good game.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I'm so
yeah.
excited to watch that. That's going to be very
yeah.
fun.
Like, these are all decent like, I know we say Switzerland, Slovakia, all those teams aren't as good. They're all still pro players.
Yeah.
They all play in a league. This is their job. I would assume almost
Yeah,
everyone.
Slovakia's got some NHLers. Dvorsky. Oh, Popasel.
Pospisil, yeah.
Pospisil, yeah.
Flames. And then
Juraj
you got
Slafkovsky.
You got Flames legend Adam Ruzicka.
Yeah, there you go.
The coke addict.
Eric Chernak. Simone Nemec.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who's their goalies again?
Adam
Gaillon or is it Czech?
Samuel Havel. Oh, God. Adam Gajan.
Havlat? Do you say?
Oh, God.
What were you saying?
Halavaj. Halavaj.
The J is definitely silent. Buddy.
Yeah. Halava.
I can pull up the roster.
Lava.
Too, on board. Yeah.
Samuel Lava.
Oh, Lava.
Halava.
Interesting. Never actually heard of him.
Skorvanik. Thomas Tatar.
Yeah, he's the captain, I think.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
He was a flag bearer, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the teams? Here we go. Yeah, I think what pool is that? Pool B. Pool B would be the most interesting. I think Slovakia could throw a wrench into it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they do have Adam Gaillon. He is Slovakian. My guess is maybe he's a starter. Oh, there's an AHL goalie. Actually, I don't know how to say this
Is
guy's
there?
name.
Who?
The Haval guy.
Halava. It's lava.
There's a way. Is it IOC athlete pronunciation?
Probably, actually. That sounds like something they would do.
No, and you know what they do?
Uh.
We can actually go through some Canada ones. They get their own their own person to say it.
Mm-hmm.
But it might be on the app. That's the only issue, and I don't have the app. IOC. I'm just gonna look up IOC. Let's see here. IOC athletes. Athletes. What?
Why,
This might be hard.
Do you think anybody's going to say their name differently than we once thought it was pronounced?
Yeah, somebody. I can't remember who it was, but there was somebody that did that.
For Canada?
No, not Canada. It was an NHLer though. He could have been just doing it for fun though. Olympic athlete profiles, maybe. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Who do we want? What's that guy's name? We're gonna get this figured out.
Okay. Lava. Halavage.
Samuel. Also, their profile. Have you not seen this at all? Their profile
Yes.
pictures are so
They're
stupid.
just pictures.
Oh, I don't know if this guy has it. Oh, here.
Lavai.
Samuel Halavai.
Halavai.
Samuel Halavai.
Halavai.
There we go.
Samuel Halavai.
It's awesome.
Halavai.
Okay, let's do some. What do you think would be the hardest?
Dude, what if Drew Doughty is actually Drew Dougherty?
Dougherty?
Drew Dougherty.
Dougherty dozen?
Yeah.
Who would be the hardest one though? Who do you think would be the? Okay, here. Well, let's just go and do Macklin Celebrini. See what he
Okay.
says.
All right, let's see what Macklin Celebrini pronounces his name as.
This is good podcasting.
Macklin Celebrini.
Ah,
Wow,
That's
who
pretty
would have
lame.
guessed?
Macklin Celebrini.
that's awesome.
We can say it one more time, Macklin. Macklin
Macklin
Celebrini.
Celebrini. Macklin Celebrini.
I think these would go well. I think somebody will figure it out. I think these would go well on like a TikTok edit of these players. I think you could find a way to implement that.
Okay.
Okay, that was cool. Oh, maybe like let me go to the French team for one last one and get a good one. And France, where's France? Oh, we didn't also mention women's. They will play Germany unless they lose to Finland. Then they play a tougher opponent. This guy's a French hockey player.
Who?
Florian Chakiashvili. Florian Chakiashvili.
Chakiashvili.
Bang.
Florian
Look how happy he is.
Chakiashvili.
Look how happy he is.
Chakiashvili.
Yeah.
Chakiashvili.
Bang.
Chakiashvili.
Shout out our
Florian
boy.
Chakiashvili.
Shout out our boy Klapko.
Yo, Clabo. Clabo, guys, we learned about the goat of cross-country skiing today. His name is Johannes Høsflot
It's
Clabo.
probably Johannes. He's from Norway. Holy.
Wait, he says his name?
Yeah.
Johannes Høsflot Klæbo.
Johannes Høsflot Clabo.
He's already got 2 gold medals.
Høsflot Klæbo.
Yeah, but he's just the goat. We were watching the Olympics today. Like, if you ever seen this guy, he's the goat of skiing,
Yeah, for sure.
pretty much. We know nothing about skiing, but like we watched him win twice today. So, how can he not be the goat if he just wins all the time? And dude, he dominated. He might be the best skier. Like, get this guy on skates. Like, he could join the Mats Zuccarello in the Norwegian team. Might need him.
Yeah, for sure. That's what you get. 7 a.m. wake ups.
He
Some good
made
Olympics.
this year. He is set to make around 22 million Norwegian crowns.
What is that compared to Canadian or USD?
It's about 2 million euros.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow, good for him. Here, do you want to hear his results?
Norwegian crowns. That's what they're called.
Okay, I've got
Wow.
men's sprint free. I don't know what that means. 2022 Beijing first. Men's team sprint classic 2022 Beijing first. Men's 4x10K relay first in 2018. Men's sprint classic first. Men's sprint team sprint first. Couple seconds for a third in there. He's got a gazillion medals. Holy heck.
Yeah.
This guy's got a big profile. Holy
He's the
jeepers.
third most decorated athlete, I'm pretty sure.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that. It's awesome. They've got even the Summer Olympic guys on here. Like LeBron James is second on here. Steph Curry. Even Usain Bolt still has a profile. What are we doing here? Yeah. Well, the Olympics are fun, man. Curling starts tomorrow
Yeah.
for men's. Women's day after. It's only day 5, man. It's crazy to think. Or day 4. Today
I
is day
know.
4. They still got another
It's
like
fixing
10
everyone's sleep
days.
schedule slowly but
I know.
surely.
It's fixing yes. Except we are recording at what time is it?
10:49.
Yeah, 10:49. Actually, we can have proof. There we go, 10:49.
Wow.
You can see it right
What
up
the
there.
hell?
Yep.
Look at that. That's
I know.
innovative right there.
I know. I'm just a genius. Just a genius, man.
All right.
Yeah, let's wrap this.
Caleb,
one up.
any final thoughts on today's episode? We talked a bit of everything.
Final thoughts? Really nothing, man. Canada, the women's side, they got it in tough. You gotta put up or shut up. Come next week, we'll see how they do against Finland. Disappointing performance today, but hey, that's why we play prelim games. This is why the gold medal is decided on day 4. It's decided on whatever day it will be, day 13. So, and men's side, I'm just excited to see the lines. I'm excited who's gonna start.
Yes.
That's actually a
that's
big
very cool,
conversation. That's
actually.
probably the biggest conversation. So
Yeah. Well, we'll know when this podcast is uploaded. For me, it's Mary Philip Plant, please come back and please don't scream, but maybe have a good talking to. Like maybe a players only meeting. Maybe a nice little players only meeting.
in the Olympics,
Yeah, you heard me. These guys play with each other quite often,
I know
multiple times a
but
year.
Do you really
Like we need tomorrow I'm locked in. Like if I'm Team Canada, maybe go to an event or two at the Olympics, but like, no fun. No fun.
They have to have a straight face.
Straight face all the time.
Oh, we didn't mention this. Thanks for bringing it up. The men's team did the frickin' wave.
Oh.
They did the wave at the skating thing. I know they got second, but they would have gotten first if they didn't do the wave.
Okay.
So, and now the wave, it's cursed them. They might not beat Czechia because they did the wave. I hope everyone understands that. And did you see, like, Sidney Crosby did not condone of the wave? He had a straight face and did the wave, though. And that's just pathetic.
What a champ.
Every single one of them did it. But at least he did. I could see it in his face. He did not want to do the wave,
Yeah.
but he still did it. So
What a champ.
What a loser.
He
Anyways.
knows how to, satisfy the team. He knows that if the team wants to do the wave, he's going to do the wave too. He's our captain.
I think even Nathan McKinnon did the wave, man.
Wow. And he's locked in. Won't stay in the Olympic Village, but he'll do the wave. All right. That does it for another episode of the True North Ice podcast. Remember, follow us on all your favorite social media platforms because we are grinding right now. We got previews, we got recaps, we got podcast clips, we got every sort of news you need to know about the Winter Olympics currently and everything Hockey Canada on Instagram, on TikTok, and on YouTube. And of course, the True North Ice podcast currently posting 2 times a week on all your favorite podcast platforms, Kale, which are...
Oh, I always forget to pull up a list. Apple Podcasts, we got Spotify, we got Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Pocket Cast, YouTube Music, Goodcast or
Amazon.
Goodreads. I said Amazon.
Okay.
There's like another like 5 more or something. But
Nice.
yep, that's about it.
Nice. All right. And speaking of being all it, that does it for today's episode of the True North Ice podcast. As I just said, do everything I just said. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, podcast platforms. Listen to us because we're grinding. And we know you are too. And we know you want to be informed. And that's what we're here for. For Jacob Ewing and Caleb Snyder, we'll talk to you very soon.